The team that beat Barcelona. David De Gea is the only player who started their last win in this competition 6 years ago today. One of the two changes from Thursday night is at right back, where Diogo Dalot is preferred to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Casemiro's domestic suspension after his sending off against Crystal Palace has been served just in time to enable him to play. The injury scare over top scorer Marcus Rashford proved unfounded. Antony, the impact substitute against Barcelona, starts ahead of Jadon Sancho. Wout Weghorst, hooked at half-time in the week, maintains his record of starting every match of his loan spell. Club captain Harry Maguire is among the substitutes, whilst 18-year-old Alejandro Garnacho is the youngest member of the squad. There's no doubt about Eddie Howe's biggest headache approaching the Wembley showpiece. An extraordinary set of circumstances mean that the Newcastle debut of Loris Karius is in the League Cup final. The back four pretty much picks itself, with Fabian Schär the one link there to the era that preceded Howe. Like Casemiro, Bruno Guimaraes has served a suspension in time to play, but unlike him, he's not had European football to get up to speed. Callum Wilson's back from injury to join top scorer Miguel Almiron and Alan St-Maximin, who's been on the periphery this season. Joe Willock is fit enough for the bench, where the local connection to Newcastle is strengthened by the presence of backup goalkeeper Mark Gillespie.
33, Dan Burn. 36, Sean Longstaff. And 39, Bruno Guimaraes.
Well, huge relief, Gary, for Manchester United that Marcus Rashford's in the team.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have much doubt, but you're right, there was that risk that he did pick up something in that game on Thursday. We've just seen him line up on the left-hand side, Marcus Rashford, which is as confirmed, but I did wonder whether he would start more central. It looks like he is going to begin on the left, and obviously what a huge day for Loris Karius.
It is the 63rd League Cup final, the 50th played at Wembley, and Manchester United get it underway. And we are looking as the first touch is given to Loris Karius at just what this goalkeeper does today, Jamie.
Yeah, people keep going back to that final.
Antony. There's Fernandez. Trying to show off his fancy footwork to Dan Burn. And by Fred, here's Weghorst. And still not the cleanest connection, so it was straightforward for Karius to deal with.
In the game last weekend, the Premier League game against Leicester, he came close on a number of occasions. His finishing is an issue for him because that is a good chance. For most centre-forwards at the very top of the game, you'd fancy them.
First shot of the game. Trippier, and Wilson was suddenly free. Going to be the hero. Well, it's gone all the way through to Marcus Rashford. Antony hits one. It's there in the end. Almiron. Trippier with the ball across. Fabian Schär had got forward. There was a clash of heads with Martinez.
Schär starts the attack. He's the one that drives forward. And we know that Trippier's quality is going to be good. Martinez, whilst he doesn't win it, he does enough. He competes.
Almiron to Trippier. Longstaff pulled into a dangerous area. It's St-Maximin, lovely feed from him. Pushed away by De Gea, and Guimaraes can't keep it down.
Well, that's got the Newcastle fans up at the other end of this stadium. First time they've had a real big chance. They've worked it really well at times down this right-hand side. Longstaff always makes that run. There's no one making that cross in. And you think the attack's gone, but that's absolutely fantastic by St. Maximin. Gamara just cannot finish, but the footwork was fantastic. But the goalkeeper does really well, just stands there, makes himself big and says, beat me. And he can't do that.
Sheer. Shaw sweeps in the kick, it's there! It's Manchester United who draw first blood, and Casemiro, the man in the middle of the celebrations, is the scorer.
Well, Casemiro, he is a man for the big occasion. I was watching him before this ball came in. There was a big space for Luke Shaw to put it in. We talked about the high lines. Is he just offside? We'll have a look at that. But as it comes in, Casemiro, he's done it before, but he is really, really close. That could just be off. And Newcastle may breathe a huge sigh of relief. Let's have a look. So difficult. Those lines are going to have to go on.
Well, Newcastle could yet get a reprieve here. 2018, the first final for which VAR was introduced, and Newcastle may just be grateful for its introduction. We await the lines going on.
He looks just off, but we've been wrong so many times before when we thought that.
Oh, it looks good. It is good.
On.
It's a goal. And they can celebrate it all over again. An expensive investment from Erik ten Hag, but one that has more than proven its worth.
Well, he's the glue in this team, Casemiro, the one that holds them together.
There's a header that has to become a bit further away from goal, but there still has to be some header.
The kick is in the path of Callum Wilson. Almiron, not on his favoured side.
I think it works, the high line. I think we've seen enough evidence of that. I just wondered whether this line on his goal was just a little too high. It felt like it was so close.
I don't know. I mean, so often we see teams get caught offside in that position, but it's just right on the line, isn't it? And sometimes you just have to look at the quality of the ball in, and that is absolutely fantastic. But you're right, it does give the kick out that space to aim at in between goalkeeper and defenders.
But even for defenders having to sprint back towards their own goal, how do they clear it with the head? It's very difficult to clear it up the pitch or even behind your own goal when you're sprinting back towards your own goalkeeper. It just felt to me like Newcastle's line was maybe a yard or two too high.
Oh, it's deflected and in! And Manchester United really have got a grip of it now, with a goal from a player at the peak of his powers. Marcus Rashford forces the deflection, which carries it over Loris Karius. Manchester United really in control now.
Well, Weghorst gets the celebratory cuddle from Rashford. It's just a long kick forward. Weghorst makes half a nuisance of himself and the ball's just moving around. Casemiro in there. Rashford gets a little bit of good fortune. It breaks to Weghorst. And then he makes that little dart. There is a deflection. It wasn't the greatest strike from Marcus Rashford, but the goalkeeper's going down very early, maybe for the first shot, and then his hand, well, he just can't get enough on it, goes over his head. Newcastle, nightmare for them, 40 minutes in.
Well, Rashford, who has shown great mentality this year, will probably try and claim his first major cup final goal, but it may go down as an own goal against Botman.
Newcastle did one just before half-time to send them in a happier mood.
Trippier rolls it into the path of Miguel Almiron. It's Trippier's cross! And the header is away from goal, but it was a chance for Newcastle to get a foothold through Dan Burn.
It's another really good example. If you can't win a header as a defender, make sure you're close to someone to put them off. This time it's Luke Shaw doing similar to what Lisandro Martinez did before. He's touch tight, he doesn't jump with him, he's not going to win it, but body to body, he's got a hold of Burn, which makes it difficult for the Newcastle a lot of the time.
Anthony's done brilliant in a confined space, and it's about Weghorst who's been released. He's got Rashford up there with him, but goes for it himself. And the best moment of the match for Karius so far.
Probably one of the best moments for Weghorst as well. Not being known for his goal-scoring ability since he come into Manchester United. He plays a slightly different role, but Karius there at full stretch. That'll certainly do him a bit of good as well. Don't need to keep his composure.
Callum Wilson, but it's Manchester United going through with Marcus Rashford, and Fred tries to place one, and that could have given Newcastle a right problem at the start of the second half.
Yeah, not too dissimilar to the run he made at the start of the second half on Thursday night against Barcelona, where he found himself in a really good position. Tries to guide this into the corner, gets it wrong. Positive changes for Newcastle, a sensible one from Erik ten Hag, I think, for Manchester United.
Saka to Fernandes, here's Rashford. Rashford looking for Fred, who got into the middle again. Botman with the clearance. Now Anthony looks to place one, and that is straight at Loris Karius.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself. That's his A position for scoring a goal, Anthony. Just in a lot of space, 18 yards out.
Now Shaw. Rashford escapes from Trippier, not from Guimaraes. This is Bruno Fernandes. Lines up the shot.
He complains, he whinges, and he gets it. Newcastle players not happy because initially it looked like the referee was pointing for a goal kick.
Here's Rashford. Shaw with the ball in, Weghorst with the header. His only goal for Manchester United was in this competition in the semi-final against Nottingham Forest. Picks it up again. Wilson trying to help him out, and he has. Almiron, the block by Martinez. There's the danger for Newcastle. He's going to wait to see this free kick through defensively first.
Yeah, they weren't the ones I was expecting, but doesn't often get it wrong, Erik ten Hag. That's almost sending a message to his team. We've won this game once, we don't need to go and win it again. Let's manage and control the rest of this football match.
And looking to make life difficult. It's Joe Linton with the shot. It's back to Callum Wilson, and there's another one.
Well, both centre-backs, Varane and Martinez, desperately diving in front of David De Gea. De Gea himself comes out on this first one, doesn't really get it clear. It's Wan-Bissaka, sorry. This one is Martinez.
Newcastle getting glimpses, but still looking for that clear sight of goal. Trippier's kick is a deep one. Cher gets up to try and get it back. Joe Linton. Guimaraes works it through to Trippier! And De Gea got a crucial touch because Callum Wilson's eyes were lighting up then. Flag was up anyway as it turned out against Trippier.
Just maybe got ahead, but you talked, Cara, about where's the quality going to come from. This pass is fantastic. Brilliant goalkeeping from De Gea. His anticipation there to block that pass across the box from Trippier.
Yeah, I just feel like it will be Gamara's if there is that quality.
Here's Cher. Savitzer wins the tackle and plays it through to Marcus Rashford. And Rashford goes for goal. Comes back off carriers, but there's no one there to take advantage.
Yeah, that threat's going to increase with Rashford there.
It's Luke Shaw. Again, they've defended it. Manchester United now starting to build up some momentum.
Yeah, the counter-attack's on, Sabitzer in midfield, breaks up play and releases Rashford.
I mean, in some ways, Manchester United attacking on that counter-attack. Maybe give Newcastle an opportunity, don't quite finish it, but Rashford gets a good strike away. Decent save by the goalkeeper.
Here's Savitzer.
It's been 20 minutes of Newcastle pressure, but it's in the last couple of minutes Manchester United punching back.